Literally.
And again, every segment is sponsored by Maker's Mark. Shout out to everybody out there making their mark in their respective lanes and industries. So what's topping off our entertainment news this week, Miss Reese?
So we had a lot of people die. Not a lot, but more than one is a lot. Andre Harrell died at 59.
Can we slow clap him out?
Yeah.
For those that don't know, Andre Harrell was
I'm about to read it. Let me get there. He was an American record executive, record producer, songwriter, rapper. Harrell was the founder of the record label Uptown Records. He also served as the president/CEO of Motown Records. He died at 59 of heart failure. So, yeah. Also, Little Richard passed. Right? Come on. He died at age 87 in his hometown of Tennessee from bone cancer after a 2-month illness. Little Richard, for those who do not know, was an American singer, songwriter, musician, and influential figure in popular music and culture for 7 decades. He was nicknamed the innovator, the originator, and the architect of rock and roll. So he had a long and bountiful life for sure.
not bountiful.
7 decades.
Yeah,
That's a long time.
His career. And I forget which movie he was featured in. Was it Ray that crossed paths with Little Richard when Jamie Foxx was Ray and becoming Ray? Didn't he cross paths with character?
Are you talking about? Yeah, he was 87. Are you talking about when he was played by Leon?
Yeah, because he was played by Leon once, and then he was played by Joanna Man once, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I like the Joanna Man version. I like the Joanna Man version.
Joanna Man, that nigga, dog, he's gay. First of all, Joanna Man, anybody pull that off is gay. But then he was also gay in life. Remember, he was Bernie Mac's lover, aka
in life.
Jang Lang. And then again, Little Richard was a bit flamboyant.
Cadillac Records. I don't think Little Richard was in Cadillac Records.
Ben is a historian and a lawyer, so I'm gonna go with what he says. But man, shout out to Little Richard and shout out to Andre Harrell.
Yeah.
Wap Bamalu Mop or Wap Bamboo to all the Little Richard fans. But also, do you have any other dead niggas on there?
Not that was like that huge.
So I got a little niche one, and I saw this on Troy's page. I'm not sure if Troy's on here right now, but shout out to the Crib Cypher. They just had a dope week. They had the Magic Show with Magical Bones, and they had the piece with Meteor Man. Yes, what's his name? Robert Townsend.
Were you on there? Because I didn't see you.
You represented on behalf of us as I do often. But they mentioned on the Creative Cypher page, which you all should follow, that I think his name is, I don't know his name, but he died. He's Ben Stiller's father. I forget his first name, but Stiller. His last name is Stiller.
Oh, the white guy?
The white guy.
Jerry Stiller.
I think he played the dad in Seinfeld. But he was a funny guy, man.
Jerry Stiller.
Jerry Stiller, okay. And he was Ben Stiller, who was a little bit more famous than him's father. And that matters to me because, I'm not going to say I don't see color, but I respect comedy. And he was a funny white guy, similar to like a Mel Brooks or one of these older white dudes that maybe we're not supposed to like as urban individuals. But these niggas was funny, and it saddens me when they leave, and I can only imagine what Zoolander is going through right now. So
yeah. Quest 1906 said, I was thinking of Mos Def playing Chuck Berry. Yes, it was not Cadillac Records, boo. I know.
That's why I don't fuck with Ben, like I said earlier, bro. You don't know shit, bro.
Oh God. What else is going
on in entertainment?
Okay, so I know you want to talk about The Last Dance.
Permission to speak, sir.
Yes.
I just need to start out by saying this. There is no love like the love of a father. I know only 12% of our followers have fathers, but for those that do, would you agree with me? Would you come? The doors of the church are open in the comments. Tell me, what greater love is there than the love of a father? And in episodes 7 and 8, it really examined the relationship between James Jordan and Michael Jordan. And the interesting dynamic is that he was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was there. Championship 1, 2, 3, deciding Nike over Adidas over Converse. Obviously the championships, standing tall with them during the gambling accusations and what have you. And everything that Mike went through during those formative years, the Pistons beat down. Who you think he went home and talked to and probably told him, get your little bitch ass in the gym? And they even mentioned, I think it was in an earlier episode, how James used to discount Michael because he wasn't as good as Larry at that time. And he was just kind of like, man, if it's some do-it-yourself type shit, hammer the nail type shit, Mike's not your guy. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Men at work. And Mike took that personally, like, damn, not only do I want to be by my father, I want to be a man like my father. And the fact that, and I don't know if, I would say the people that's on here probably know this about me, but nigga, my father was murdered when I was probably not even 10 years old. So to see Michael Jordan, who went through his boys to man phase with his father by his side, and then to lose him, bro, man, I felt that shit, bro. When it's like your hero has been slain. First of all, you don't assume your father can bleed, let alone die. And to know that two 18-year-old, whatever, meth head, whatever, side of the road, random occurrence,
Yeah.
didn't even put two and two together. Nicholas hold him for ransom, keep him safe, get some money, and then deliver this nigga via email back to his baller ass son. Niggas just went straight for the I need this red Lexus. And Jay-Z has a line, my nephew died in the car I bought. And I can't help but think that Mike feels some type of way about, man, if I just wouldn't have made it, if I just wasn't in a position to buy him that Lexus, if, and feeling some type of remorse and some type of sorrow based on, you know, just who he is and the fact that his father went out how he did. My last thought on it is the fact that I appreciate the fact that he was able to build from that. He didn't cower. He didn't run from it. He didn't crumble. He stood tall. He took the cup half full approach and took the lessons that he learned and propelled him forward into episode 8 and life in general. And if everybody wants to say he an asshole and he this and he that and blah, 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 he is his daddy. He don't take no shit. He don't have to. And if you don't want to play like that, then don't play like that. Break. I just had to get myself together like I was Mike real quick. I told you I'm Mike and Mike is me, man. But shout out to episode 7, exploring that fatherhood dynamic. And I think it definitely helped craft and shape him into the man that he became. And then episode 8, did you get a chance to watch? So what was your takeaways from episode 8?
Now I want you to finish. Go ahead.
So episode 8, what really stood out to me about episode 8 was that what's a like when a mosquito lands on an elephant type shit. Like, nigga, Gary Payton, and I fuck with Gary Payton. If nothing else, I fuck with Gary Payton's shoes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. The 96 Bulls that ended up beating the Seattle Supersonics in, I think it was 6 games. Gary Payton wants to take credit, like, yeah, I got physical with Mike. If I would have did that earlier, as opposed to when George Karl was coaching, I could have turned the series around, you know, more than that. And people were like, yeah, Gary did shut him down, blah, blah, blah. Add 30. You can't stop this nigga. You're supposed to contain him. Yes, you gave him more challenge, comparatively speaking, but again, the mosquito lands on an elephant, the elephant is unbothered, right? And in addition to that, y'all niggas lost. And you could say he was capping or whatever you want to say, but if I just lost my father, retired from the game of basketball, went into baseball, came back out of retirement, 45, shout out to my father, fuck it, he would rather me just win as opposed to be superstitious, go back to the 23, lose, learn from the losing, go back on to win, and I face Gary Payton and he has 2 tough games, but I'm choosing to win my 4th championship on Father's Day, nigga, fuck you, man. This nigga's life is a movie, literally and figuratively. I believe that Mike, I ain't gonna say through the games, but Mike didn't mind winning his championship on Father's Day, the first Father's Day in his entire life that he didn't have a father. Fuck you, man. I want to talk about Mother's Day later, but those are my recaps for 7 and 8.
So yeah, definitely important. I think I just realized that a lot of people didn't grow up in a 2-parent household, and I did. So to me, it's just like normal.
You're an anomaly.
Apparently.
You're in that 12%.
So, so I understand the father-son relationship, father-daughter, mother-daughter, that whole thing. I get that. What really stood out to me with these last 2 episodes was just understand his competitive drive. Like, yeah, he was an asshole, but he was an asshole because he wanted to be the best, which that's what he was. So, like, I completely understand that. And then it was, I think, Amar Rashad said, what made him great was because he was never satisfied.
Right.
And so he could take whatever you said and use that as fuel, right, to fight you in the next game and eventually beat your ass in the next game.
Beat your ass. And have you ever heard the saying, it's lonely at the top?
Yeah, I don't mind being lonely, so I guess that's why
I don't think Mike was in it looking for friends. He was looking for wins, and he got them shits. And at what cost? Yeah. Like, you know, he would trade the world. So he would do it all over again. Just like Pip. I don't know if you caught that sound bite where Pip was like, yeah, I quit on the team. And I do it. I just want to say about that particular clip. I feel like Pip probably said, I would do it again, and they cut him. But it's a totally different context when you say, yeah, I did that shit, and I would do it again because I learned some of the most valuable lessons of my career by that big mistake.
Yeah.
I think they cut it off, and they're kind of, you know, making him look like an asshole when, nigga, you know Pip. You love Pip.
I saw a clip with Pippen on, it was on Facebook, but they were asking him, like, if he, you know, they was trying to compare Michael Jordan and LeBron. And then they were saying, like, you know, if you had to choose, he was like, to this day, I'm going to still choose Mike. He was like, because, see, Mike didn't have to do what LeBron do. LeBron got to play every damn position. You know, Mike was our scorer. That's what he did. He had me to handle other stuff. We had Rodman to handle rebounds. We had a freaking team that were able to each have a position for the greater good, right? So that we all could win. So he was like, hands down, I'm going to always choose Mike for that reason. I don't need somebody who going to do my job, his job, and everybody's job. And I was like, all right, Pippen, ride with your boy.
Right. I think,
yeah.
I agree with that, and I think that it's important to note that on last week's show, we talked about kind of like impact versus statistics, and I think we agreed, and some people maybe agreed to disagree, that Mike is undoubtedly the GOAT, the greatest of all time. But LeBron, statistically, is going to end up being the BOAT, the best of all time. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. So, moving right along.
Anything
We're
else?
going to have to, huh?
Anything else in entertainment?
Uh-uh.
Okay, cool. Well, that about wraps us up for this week's segment of entertainment on this, that, and the third.
Literally.
Now, we're going to